Hey folks, Dave Lenz. It's the early morning hours of September the 30th, 2025. At some point, I wanted to explore Trump's ethics, especially addressing whether he's improperly profited from the presidency and whether or not he's engaged in any kind of shady financial deals. But I don't have time because Trump does so many things that are objectionable or wrong-headed that I just haven't been able to get to it. I always want to know, has he put his assets into a blind trust like most presidents have always done? I simply don't know. Anyway, I'm getting off track. But Comey, the Comey indictment presents a huge ethical question, and I doubt that either Trump or Attorney General Bondi have I've doubted whether either one of them has considered this. But at least former Attorney General Merrick Garland hired a special counsel when he ordered the investigation of Trump. Doesn't the indictment of Comey demand the same thing? It would give the case more of an appearance of being fair and upright than the way it's being handled now, which it looks like it's just, and Trump's just out to get Comey, which is probably the case, but you want to avoid that appearance. But this is yet another example of Trump trampling over ethical norms and standards of decency and respect for the appearance of fairness and propriety. Make no mistake, friends, our country's general sense of ethics and fair play and respect for the rule of law has gone down the toilet with the election of Trump. Anyone under the age of 40 years old, especially those younger folks, now have a very distorted view of the ethics that good governments must have to maintain credibility and respect for the rule of law. Trump has destroyed the public's general level of respect for the governments because government no longer appears to be ethical. This is simply terrible, and this country will pay a terrible price for this going forward. At Reason and Balance, you can see what ChatGPT-5 says is a reasonable argument for the appointment of special counsel is in the Comey case. I say there's absolutely no question that a special counsel must be appointed in the Comey case, even if no law absolutely requires it. To not appoint one will cause yet another widening wedge to be driven into the ever deepening and widening gulf between MAGA and the rest of the country.